If the measure of angle A is 85 in the triangle ABC and sine B equals cosine B, if sine equals cosine, that means the two angles add up to 90. So we have here angle B and angle B, they must be 90. B plus B equals 90. The sum of them equals 90. So 2B equals 90. So the angle B equals 45. I have here angle A, which is 85, and angle B, 45. So the angle C, you will subtract 180 because the triangle is 180 minus 45 plus 85. Okay, so it's 180 minus 45 plus 85 equals 0. Carry up 130 is going to be 50. If the straight line L1 passes through the point, passes through 3 and 1, 2 and K, and the straight line L2 makes with the positive direction of x an angle of measure 45. Find K if the two lines are perpendicular. So M1, what is the slope of M1? Y minus Y. So it's K minus 1 divided by 2 minus 3. So it's K minus 1 and 2 minus 3 equals negative 1. That is the slope of the first line. And the second line makes an angle of size 45. So M2 equals tan 45. Tan 45 equals 1. Okay, so M2 equals 1. The two lines are perpendicular. That means M1 and M2, if we multiplied them, you will get negative 1. And I told you many times about this trick, to change and exchange. So M2 is 1. We can write it as 1 over 1. The two slopes, they are not the same because they are not parallel, but they are perpendicular. So the first slope, which is K minus 1 divided by negative 1, equals, exchange the sign and exchange. So it will be negative 1 over 1. And then do cross multiplying. Okay, K minus 1 equals negative 1 times negative 1 divided by 1. So K minus 1 equals 1, negative 1 times negative 1, it's 1 over 1, which is 1. Move negative 1 to the next side, so K equals 2. What I did again, I changed the sign of the second slope and I switched off numerator and denominator because they are perpendicular. Okay, let's go to the next question. Look here at the two lines. They are two parallel lines. And the equation of L1, y equals 5 minus x. So what is the slope here? We can rewrite it in the form y equals mx plus c. So we can write it as y equals negative x plus 5. That means the slope m1 equals negative 1. And the y-intercept here is 5, c equals 5. So this point is 0 and 5. AC equals 7. AC equals 7. The length of AC 7. And I have 5 units up here in the positive direction of y-axis. So we must have 2 units here down because the length of AC is 7. That means this point C is going to be 0 and negative 2. Why is that? Because in the given, AC equals 7 units. And I have 5 units here. So we must have 2 units down. We must have 2 units down. But these 2 units are in the negative direction of y-axis. I want to get the equation of this line of L2. The two lines are parallel. So the slope of L2 equals -1. Why is that? Because the two lines are parallel. And the y-intercept C equals -2. So what is the equation of L2? Y equals mx plus c. Instead of m, you write -2, so it's -2x, and c is, y equals -1x. It's negative x here, because the slope is -1, plus c. What is the y-intercept? It's -2. So this is the equation of L2 here. And this is the equation of L1 here. And what else? I want to get the point B. You know, any point lies on x-axis is x and 0. So in the equation L2, you are going to put instead of y 0. Okay? So put 0 here. 0 equals -x minus 2. Then move -x to the next side and change its sign. So x equals -2. The two coordinates of the point B are -2 and 0. What about the two coordinates of the point D? Also, the point D lies on x-axis. So this point is x and 0. What I want to say that any point lies on x-axis is x and its y coordinate 0. So we are going to put here 0 instead of y. We are going to put 0 here instead of y. So the equation is y equals 5 minus x. So put 0 here. 0 equals 5 minus x. Move -x to the next side. So x equals 5. So the two coordinates of the point D are 5 for x and 0 for y. That's it. Let's go to the next one. The 3 points here, A, B, and C, I want to prove that C doesn't belong to AB. So here is AB, AB. How can we prove that the point C doesn't belong to the line segment AB? So we are going to find the slope of AB, and after that you will find the slope of BC. If the slope of BC is not equal to the slope of AB, so the point C is not lying on the straight line AB. So what is the slope of AB? It's here's A and here's B. The slope of AB, y minus y, so it's 7 minus 5. This is the slope of AB, equals 7 minus 5 divided by 1 minus -1. So it's 2 here over 2, that is equal to 1. That would be equal to 1. Okay. And what is the slope of BC? Find the slope of BC. Slope of BC equals y minus y, 5 minus 2, over -1 minus 4. So 5 minus 2 is 3 over -5. We observe that the slope of AB is not like the slope of BC. So the point C doesn't belong to the straight line AB. If A lies on the axis of symmetry of XY. So you should be familiar with the axis of symmetry. This is the line segment XY, okay? What is the meaning of the axis of symmetry of the line segment? The axis of symmetry is the straight line which is drawn perpendicular from the midpoint. Is the straight line which is drawn perpendicular from the midpoint. This is the axis of symmetry of XY. If A lies on the axis of symmetry, this point A here lies on the axis of symmetry. So what is the relation between AX and AY? Here, AX and AY. It's very, very easy. AX and AY, the relation between them, they are equal. So AX line segment and AY line segment, they are congruent. If it was AX only, without this line here above it, and AY, you write equal. They are equal in length. If the point 0 and A belongs to the straight line, 3x minus 4y equals negative 12. What is the meaning of the point 0 and A, the two coordinates here? You know that this 0 represents x and A represents y. So we are going to pass this point in this equation. Instead of x, you write 0. So 3 times 0 and minus 4y equals minus 12. 3 times 0 is 0, minus 4y equals minus 12. So minus 4y equals minus 12. Then divide both sides by minus 4. So y equals 3. You know y is defined as a. So 0 and a, we can write instead of y here, we can write a here. It's 4 times a here. Instead of y, we can write a. So it's 4a, and here a, here a. So what is the value of a? A equals 3. 0 and 3. Okay. X cosine 60 equals tan 45. What is x? So x cosine 60 is 1 over 2 equals tan 45, which is 1. So x times half equals 1. I wanna multiply x times half. So it's half x equals 1. So multiply both sides by 2. Here by 2 and here by 2. So cancel 2 and 2. So x equals 1 times 2, which is 2. If M is the point of intersection of the medians of the triangle in triangle ABC, and AX is a median of length 6, let's draw the triangle here. This is the triangle ABC, okay? In a triangle, it's not right triangle, in a triangle, the triangle ABC. Here is the triangle ABC. And the length of the median, equals AX is 6. Here AX is 6 centimeters. Okay, AX. And what is the next? Then AM. M is the point of intersection of medians. You know this point M divided the median in the ratio 1 to 2 from the base and 2 to 1 from the vertex. So we're going to divide this 6 here by 3 parts here. 6 divided by 3 equals 2. So we are going to divide the 6 centimeters here. 2 centimeters, XM is 2 centimeters, and AM equals 4 centimeters. Okay, that is the ratio, the point of intersection of the medians divides it. The ratio is 1 to 2 from the base. In triangle ABC, if X is the midpoint of BC as you see here, then AX is called a median. AX line segment is called a median in the triangle. The medians of the triangle intersect at 1 point. The medians of the triangle intersect at 1 point. The point of intersection of the medians of the triangle divides each of them in the ratio 1 to 2 from the base. Triangle ABC is right angle at A. Triangle ABC is right angle at A. So draw it. This is a triangle ABC is right angle at A. And AB equals AC. So what is the measure of angle B? I think it's very easy for anyone. The angle B is 45. The measure of one of the two base angles in isosceles triangle, is 30. So the isosceles triangle has two equal angles. The two base angles are equal, as is here. So one of them is 30. You know what the meaning of isosceles triangle? Two equal sides and two equal angles. So this angle is 30, this angle is 30. 30 plus 30 is 60, so this angle is going to be 120. What is the type of the triangle? Anyone will know it? It's obtuse angled triangle. Obtuse angled triangle. Triangle XYZ. If XY equals XZ, XY equals XZ. Here XY equals XZ. Then the exterior angle at the vertex Z. The exterior angle at the vertex Z. This is the exterior angle at the vertex Z. Is what? Okay, because here the two angles here are equal, and this angle is acute, and this angle is acute angle. Okay, so this angle here, the exterior angle here, must be obtuse angle. In triangle ABC, if measure of angle A is 50 and measure of angle B is 80, then the triangle is find the missing angle. The missing angle, we have 50 and 80, so angle C equals 50 because the triangle is 180. We have two angles here which are equal. So what is the type of the triangle? This triangle is isosceles triangle. If the measure of the one angle and the right angle triangle is 45, so we have right angle triangle. One of them is 90 and the other angle 45. So what is the missing angle is going to be 45. So the triangle is isosceles triangle. If the measure of one angle of an isosceles triangle is 60, because the triangle is isosceles triangle and one of them is 60, any isosceles triangle has two equal angles. Let's say one of them is 60. So the other one is going to be 60 and the third angle 60. So if the isosceles triangle has an angle of size 60, the triangle is going to be equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. So in the isosceles triangle, if there is an angle of size 60, the triangle will be equilateral triangle. ABC is a triangle in which AB equals AC, AB equals AC, and measure of angle A is 60. So this triangle is isosceles triangle. We have two equal sides, and we have an angle of size 60. So the triangle is going to be equilateral triangle. The perimeter of the square is side length times 4. The area is side length multiplied by itself. Once again, the square, its perimeter is side times 4. And its area is side times side, or half d to the power of 2, half the square of its diagonal. Any point belonging to the axis of a line segment is what from its two terminals is at equal distances from its terminals. I explained it. If C belongs to the axis of symmetry of AB, here is the axis of symmetry, the same idea. Here is AB, and here is the axis of symmetry of AB. And any point, like the point C belongs to the axis of symmetry of AB, then here we have equal. So write AC equals BC. The next one. In triangle ABC, if measure of angle A equals the measure of angle B equals 60, then the number of axes of symmetry, because we have two angles, one of them is 60, angle A 60 and angle B 60. So the triangle is equilateral triangle, and the equilateral triangle has three axes of symmetry. Okay, let's go to the next one. In triangle ABC, if measure of angle B, measure of angle A, equals measure of angle B, not equal to 60. So the triangle is isosceles triangle only, and the isosceles triangle has one axis of symmetry. If the measure of one angles of the right angle triangle is 45, then the number of axes of symmetry 1, because the triangle is going to be isosceles triangle, and the isosceles triangle has only one axis of symmetry. If triangle ABC has one axis of symmetry and measure of angle ABC equals 120, and the triangle has one axis of symmetry. So the triangle has one axis of symmetry, that means the triangle is isosceles triangle. So 180 minus 120 equals what? 60. This angle 60 is going to divide it by 2. So the measure of angle A equals 30.